I'm not sure whether I should call this video running in retirement or running into retirement or running through retirement. I'm not sure what the best title is, but I do know one thing. This video is about running and retirement and a new realization that I came to today when I was out running. I'm almost 3 years into my retirement. I retired in November 2022, and as of the recording of this, it's early September 2025. One of the things that I did several months after I retired was I started a YouTube channel. I am Angela, and this is Lead Your Living, Your Wellness, Your Work, Your Leisure. And my plan was to do a variety of topics. But as I got going, a lot of the topics and my videos started to focus on running. And it wasn't really planned like that. It may not have been the plan to have so many videos on running, but things don't always go according to plan. And now I'm understanding why. You form a whole separate identity with your career, and that stays wired in your system. I had a fabulous career, and I am so grateful and feel so privileged that I had the career that I did. But it did come with some pressures, for sure. So what I realized today is that running in these past 3 years has changed for me. And one of the things that it has done is it has helped strip away the layers of responsibility. And it, I think, has helped rewire my brain to kind of step out of some of those old responsibilities and routines and just habits. One of the things that changed for me drastically through that time was why I ran. I used to, when I was working, I would run to kind of problem solve. I would run to clear kind of the noise out of my head to make space for really narrowing in on an issue and trying to, I don't know, filter out what wasn't factual and what was just part of the narrative I was telling myself or part of the narrative other people were mentioning about a particular problem. Running would just help create space for clear thinking. And so, I hope you're seeing this sunset here. It's beautiful. After so many years of being in that world and having those responsibilities, your automatic responses become hardwired in your system about how you're always on, how you're always looking for the next problem to solve, how you're supporting people. You're always feeling that you need to be a part of the solution and help people work through problems. You need to respond to complaints. You're always on. And I'm just realizing this now. I mean, I've given words to this, I think, over the last couple of years since I've retired, but I'm just really getting it today. And what my realization is how valuable running is that it helped strip away all of those layers of responsibility, little by little. And so now I felt like I have been running to heal, to rewire things, to relax, to settle down, not to solve big problems. And I've said many times that it took me a long time, even though I was ready for retirement. I knew it was happening. I had planned it. And I was probably at least 6 months into my retirement before I started to finally think, oh, something's different. Something's changed. Something is shifting. What is it? I don't know, that tightness kind of loosened a little bit. I many times caught myself by surprise that I was just totally in the moment and enjoying my moment, whatever it was that I may be doing. And I think it really is my nervous system was catching up with my new life. And those moments of being present kind of caught me off guard because that was not my world. I was always like ready for the next thing or thinking about the next thing or imagining what the next thing would be or planning for the next thing. So these moments kind of caught me off guard, and I'm now realizing it's the running that helped facilitate all of that. Now, you don't have to be a runner. Maybe it's walking, maybe it's crocheting, maybe it's rug hooking, maybe it's painting, whatever it is, but to have a hobby that helps you transition where you kind of escape, I don't know, escape from the everyday things and just let you drift away. And that's how running is for me. So how all of this connects with my YouTube channel is when I first started this channel, my plan was to have Sorry, I'm trying to keep my camera focused so that you can enjoy this sunset with me. And so when I started my YouTube channel, my plan was, again, the channel was lead your living, your wellness, your work, your leisure. And so I was going to do videos on all three of those components of leading your living, your wellness, your work, your leisure. I've not really moved past the wellness stuff. I've done videos on running. I've done videos on the importance of nature and how it can impact our lives, on the importance of morning light. All of those things are in that wellness bucket. And you know, I've said in many of my videos, if you've watched any of my other videos, that we often teach what we most need to learn ourselves. And I think that's why I was firmly planted in the wellness bucket. Focusing on wellness was what I needed to fully transition into this retirement phase. If you're someone who's getting ready for retirement, be very patient with yourself and know that you need to give yourself time to settle into this routine. Maybe it won't take almost 3 years like it's taken me. It has been fabulous, every bit of it. Yeah, and you can see some of my other videos on that. I'll try not to ramble too much about the retirement stuff, but I am going to do some more videos on different aspects of retirement because I feel now like I'm just kind of really settling in. And when I talk about retirement, I'm not talking about the traditional, I don't know, this misconception that people have of retirement, that people retire and then they sit on their sofa and rot. No, retirement to me now is, I don't even know how to describe it, although I was listening to a podcast the other day and the speaker was talking about finding your zone of genius. And no, that doesn't mean that you're really good at something. That means your zone of genius is spending time pursuing the priorities that you love, things that light you up. That's what you do with your time, and you do it on your own time, your own schedule. Hello, retirement. And I work some days that are long hours with getting videos ready. I also have a little consulting company on the side, but it's all things that I love to do. Never have I felt more firmly planted in where I'm supposed to be than a few years into retirement. And so I guess this video, again, it was a bit of an impromptu video from thoughts that I was having while I was out running. My message to you is, if you're retiring, give yourself space, get outside, move your body, because that helps your whole system adjust to this new life of yours. It allows you to create space for some clear thinking about where you want to go in these next few years. In one of my earlier videos, I've talked about retirement is not about thinking about what you're running from, but give some good thought to what you want to run to. I have a lot of running left to do, both figuratively and literally. So I hope you'll join me on this channel. This channel has been one of the best things I've ever done. It's not big. I don't have many subscribers and I don't get a lot of comments, but the people who watch my videos and comment, I am so thankful. You have helped me grow in this phase of life that I'm in. And yeah, I'm just so genuinely grateful for every single one of you who've either watched a video and commented and offered suggestions. I have gotten some fabulous suggestions from viewers, so thank you for that. Just in case you're not sure where I'm coming from, I'm in Nova Scotia, Canada, at the very southwest tip of Nova Scotia in Yarmouth. We have the most amazing beaches here. Here I am on 7:30 in the evening, almost getting close to 8 o'clock. No one here on this beautiful beach. Just me, the sunset, and you. And I'm so glad you're here. Can't wait to see you in the next video. Just to keep things light, I often include a few bloopers at the end if you've made it this far. Here you go. Both figuratively and, what's the word? Figuratively. I hope this camera's not jiggling. It's getting a little chilly and I'm shivering a little bit out here.